They say the greatest power you have is the power to believe in yourself. But what does it really mean to believe in yourself? It's not just a popular phrase or a motivational mantra people repeat with the hope of change. It's a life-changing truth that, when fully understood, can open doors you never knew existed. It's the reason why some people rise above their circumstances, while others remain stuck in the cycle of mediocrity. It's the reason why Edison saw 1,000 failures as stepping stones to success, while many would have quit at the first sign of defeat. It's why the wealth of Carnegie, the genius of Ford, the vision of Disney, and the courage of Lincoln weren't born out of luck. They were born from a firm, unshakable belief in themselves. A belief that overcomes fear, doubt, and failure. A belief that shapes the very reality you experience. But belief isn't something you're born with. It's something you cultivate. It's something you nurture, like a small seed planted in the soil of your mind. At first, that seed is tiny, but with time and care, it can grow into a powerful tree. That's the power of belief. It's the spark that ignites action, and action is what shapes your destiny. What makes someone great isn't necessarily their intelligence, talent, or circumstances. It's their unwavering belief that they're destined for something more. When Henry Ford said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right," he was expressing a timeless truth. Belief isn't a passive state, it's an active force. It shapes your mindset, guides your decisions, and manifests in everything you do. But believing in yourself doesn't mean having all the answers. It doesn't mean you won't face doubt or that you'll never encounter setbacks. In fact, you will. You will stumble, fall, and face resistance at every turn. But here's the key. When you believe in yourself, each fall becomes a lesson. Every failure is simply a detour, not the end of the road. Now, let's talk about mindset. Belief isn't just about saying, "I believe." It's about creating a mindset that aligns with that belief. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. It shapes your thoughts, actions, and ultimately your results. If you see yourself as a victim trapped by circumstances, your belief in yourself will be weak. But if you see yourself as the creator of your reality, if you understand that you hold the power to choose your path, your belief will become unshakable. The truth is, mindset is everything. The moment you start to believe that you are capable of more than your current reality, you begin to take control. You stop being a passive observer in your own life, and you become the architect of your future. You realize that success isn't something that happens only to a few. It's something that can be achieved by anyone who believes it's possible. But belief alone isn't enough. Belief must be followed by clarity. Without clarity, belief becomes aimless. You can believe in yourself all you want, but if you don't know where you're going, how can you expect to get there? Clarity of purpose is the compass that guides you through uncertainty. It's the unshakable vision that propels you forward, even when the road ahead seems unclear. Think about the great figures in history. Do you think they simply believed in themselves and waited for success? No, they had a vision, a clear, precise vision of what they wanted to achieve. And that vision became the foundation of their actions. They knew exactly what they were working toward and why it mattered. And that made all the difference. But here's the thing, clarity doesn't come easily. It's not something you wake up with one day. Clarity is forged through introspection, trial and error, and experimentation. It comes from the effort of looking at where you are, where you want to be, and identifying the steps to get there. It's the continual reevaluation of your goals, your strategy, and your mindset. The clearer you become, the more focused your belief will be, and the faster you'll move toward your purpose. Vision, however, is what directs your path. It is your future painted in vivid colors, your destiny unfolding. It's not enough to only see the immediate steps in front of you. You must also see the grand picture, the life you're crafting, the legacy you're building. Your vision is the fuel that powers your drive, keeping you going when obstacles seem insurmountable. Without a clear vision, belief is merely a wish. But with vision, belief transforms into a force of nature. Once you have clarity and vision, the next crucial step is action. Because belief, clarity, and vision mean nothing without deliberate, focused action. Action is the bridge that connects where you are now to where you want to be. It's the daily commitment, consistency, and effort that turns dreams into reality. Action is what transforms uncertainty into certainty. Action is what makes the impossible possible, and action is what builds the life you deserve. But let's be real, action isn't always easy. It requires discipline, commitment, and the courage to push through discomfort. But when you truly believe in yourself, when you've cultivated a mindset that supports your vision, when you've clarified your purpose, taking action becomes not just a choice, it becomes a necessity. Here's the truth. Nothing worth having comes without effort. Success is never handed to you on a silver platter. It's earned through hard work, perseverance, and an unshakable belief in yourself. You can't wait for the perfect moment, for everything to align perfectly. The perfect moment is now. The perfect time is always now. But what happens when you fail? What do you do when the world tells you no, when obstacles seem to block your path? This is where the true power of belief comes in. Because belief isn't just about succeeding. It's about understanding that failure is a part of the journey. When you fail, you don't quit. You don't give up on yourself. You use that failure as fuel to rise even higher. Resilience is forged in the face of adversity. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about bouncing back stronger. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. If you truly believe in yourself, you won't let failure define you. You'll adapt, learn, and grow. In fact, the greatest successes often stem from the greatest failures. Think about Edison's thousands of failed attempts at creating the light bulb, or Walt Disney being fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. They didn't view failure as an obstacle. They saw it as a lesson, a stepping stone toward their ultimate success. That is the power of belief. Gratitude is another powerful element that reinforces belief. Gratitude is recognizing how far you've come, how much you've learned, and what you have to be thankful for. It grounds your mindset and helps you stay focused on what truly matters. When you embrace gratitude, you attract more of what you desire into your life. Gratitude opens the door to abundance, and abundance only flows when you believe you deserve it. So here you stand, on the edge of your future. You have belief, clarity, vision, and action. Now it's time to step into the life you're meant to live. It's time to create the success you deserve. But remember this journey isn't just about wealth, fame, or status. It's about discovering who you truly are. It's about unlocking your full potential and becoming the person you were always meant to be. When you believe in yourself, you step into your true power. You stop playing small and begin living a life of greatness. So believe in yourself, not because it's a cliche, but because it's the key to unlocking your limitless potential. The world is waiting for you to step up, claim your place, and make the impact you were born to create. You are the author of your own story, and it's time to write the next chapter. You already have everything you need inside of you. All it takes is the courage to believe, the strength to act, and the resilience to never stop. Believe in yourself, and the world will believe in you too.